Hello and welcome to Kona. This is a game, it's one of the older games. I've played it ever since it was in early access, actually, and never finished the game. So I thought, well, maybe if I record it, I will actually finish the game. We are in the French-Canadian side of Canada. I don't remember exactly the name of where, but we'll find out because it does let us know. And we are a detective come to figure out what is going on in this village. So let's just go right into it. Kona. Northern Quebec, October 1970.
Carl Faubert sought information for a living. That is to say that ever since he returned from Korea, after having served with the armed forces, he had been working as a private investigator in Montreal. William Hamilton, a rich industrialist, had gotten in touch with him regarding a simple vandalism issue. Nothing to write home about. Not worth hiring a private eye either, just so he can drive for hours on rough roads. But that's how it had always been. The client pays, Carl gets it done.
Okay, so now we are driving. And I'm not the best at this driving stuff, but we're gonna.
They had set up to meet at the general store, his client's business. Well, actually, the entire village had William Hamilton's name written all over it.
Driving is a little tricky. I'm using my WASD keys to do it. It's not always that easy.
When the roads were bad, muddy, or snowed in, it was customary around these parts to close them off. But it was also customary to ignore those signs entirely and drive there anyway.
So the rest stop, we're going to check things out here. How often does a road need to be closed to require 2 picnic tables at its gate? Makes you wonder. An empty bottle. I've got to remember how these controls work. Whether it's E or the mouse or... Read the flyer. Van Nasten, it will be good. Okay, oh, there we go. Northern Quebec and its inexhaustible resources. The province of Quebec sits on an inexhaustible abundance of natural resources. Why not take advantage of this? Our valuable minerals could travel the world and reach places as far as Dallas, USA. Get involved and invest now. Quebec's economic might will be awakened. At the heart of the wilderness, the north is swarming with wolves, caribous, bears, partridges, foxes, snowy owls, and hordes of other majestic creatures that are every bit the equals of Africa's wildlife. We are the Africa of America. Come discover the north and experience a genuine white jungle. The county of Manastin and its people wish to see you very soon. Okay, and here's a map of our area. The phone, which we can't use.
Hamilton never
changed
mentioned a
shut.
road blocking barrier. Why was it needed here in the back of Beyond? That would, however, be a mystery for another day. Carl had waited long enough for someone to come and raise it.
We'll have to go find something. Look at the masks. Pretty cool. The graphics in this game are pretty cool. I did enjoy them all of the billion times I played it. I can't believe I never bothered to finish this game. I don't know why. I just never did. Here we have fire starter. And that's what we needed. They call it a pincher. I call it a bolt cutter. Whichever way it gets the job done.
Was meeting his client in a store near this area. He was on the right track.
Good to know. Good to know. Okay, let's get this open.
Hamilton is waiting for Carl in the general store. It was time for him to get down to business.
Yep, enough fooling around. Let's get this show on the road. We did inspect the trash cans, right? Sure, because you never know what's going to be lying about.
William Hamilton enjoyed a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern forests, not too far from here.
I always think I need a steering wheel for this, but
The local populace was divided when it came to the affluent man. Some saw a wealthy philanthropist dedicated to improving the region's economy. Others an aging Englishman who would do anything to further his fortunes. And those ones hated him enough to go on about scheming against him. Hamilton had recently acquired a few local businesses, but the last straw was the reopening of a mine, which gave rise to a wave of protests and threats from the Cree people. Given these circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another. So far, only the industrialist's house had been a target, but soon enough, Carl thought, the target would become the man himself.
Whoa! Okay, I could not control that. That just happened. A few hours later.
Carl needed to get out of there. The cold and the pain required urgent care.
Oh, we're in the middle of a blizzard now. Kona! And the game begins. Let's go. You know what I'd like to see is there anything in my... Oh, don't let me drive. Okay. See if they're okay over here.
The driver had taken off. It was still best to check it out and leave nothing to chance. Carl needed help.
What's this?
It was a small, locked box engraved with the letters W.H. Carl thought about taking it. Nothing was to be left to chance.
And a photo. We can't turn it, okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to go get ourselves taken care of. Ooh, a first aid kit.
Complaining was not in Carl's nature. It would take more than light injuries to interrupt his investigation.
I don't remember how I use... Okay, here we go. Equipment. Consumable inventory. Fire starter. Picture. It's not the first aid kit. Consumable? Options, map.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold. Even better than he had hoped, Carl Faubert had succeeded once more and was now on his way to new adventures.
Okay, so we have matches. We need some wood. Where did I see the wood? Right there. Okay, we can start a fire and warm up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, because our brain gets affected. We get really cold. It's just not good. So we'll just warm up a little bit here. Let's see what else might be in here. Doesn't look like there's much else. I'm going to quickly check out this tower. Mouse is a little sensitive. Nothing up here? Flag. Okay, well that was wasted effort. Nothing else around here we can use. Start a fire there, but there's no point. Okay, let's go back in and warm up a little bit before we leave. I don't think we can take the lamp with us, unfortunately. Well, escape does it. I think inventory did it also, yeah.
Carl, ever diligent in his work, always carried his log on him, in which he scribbled down thoughts and leads alike during the course of his investigations.
Okay. Looks like it might have remembered some of my information from playing this before. So that's the journal, okay. That's inventory, equipment. We have a map. There we go. And we are way down here. We need to get up there. We have cigarettes. Locked iron box. A key is required to open this. Documents, inventory. We don't have a key. Okay. Oh, we still have the map. Okay, let's put it back. We've probably warmed up enough. Let's figure out how we're going to get out of here. I see nothing we can drive with. I wonder if our car is going to be drivable. Stuck in the snow gap. Will not move without help. And that car is stuck. Can't open the other briefcase, can we? Okay then, I guess. Oh, you know what? We've got the chain. Lay chains. There we go. Okay,
Spread out on a few acres of untouched forest, bellowing caribou, everlasting snow, and undefiled lakes, the Manistan region was no tourist hub. It was said to have been populated for millennia by Cree people, and ever since the industrial era, by the metal mining industry.
Wait a second. That's somebody's place. 1556, okay? Whatever street this is. We need the gas station first. If I can manage to stay on the road. Someone else's house.
The truck was running on fumes. Good thing that the general store was close by. Carl had no trouble recognizing his employer. He had been killed. There was no need to be a detective to figure that out. But only a detective could have noticed that the killer had to have been very close, that the fatal blow had been given before the victim even realized. Carl felt a chill down his spine and had a terrifying realization. If Hamilton was dead, then who was going to pay him?
That's all he cared about, huh? Whoops. Okay, put the camera back. Alright. Let's see what this is.
What could be inside that envelope? Carl was taken aback. He knew this address. It was said to be the address of the P.O. box for the Canadian Secret Service.
Ooh. Okay. Let's shut the door and get the cold out of here.
An explosion suddenly occurred outside. Carl knew that Gilles Lachance was in charge of the general store. That made him one of Hamilton's employees. A very angry employee, as Carl could plainly see.
You know what, Hamilton? I have frog in my throat. And then when people have a frog in their throat, they do not take risks by going to work. Customers can catch it, right? I'm a wise man, not to worry. I will have a nice doctor's note, which I'm going to get out right now. Sadly, in the meantime, I will have to close down the shop unless you would like to come fill in for me. I wouldn't dare advise you after all. You must know how it's done since it's yours now. With kind regards, your dedicated manager, Gilles. Okay. Well, we can't pick up the phone.
The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone.
Okay, can't open that yet. Oh, now we can open these. Oh, we got a garage key. Okay. Guess we just can't open those ones right there. Customer
According to that
credit.
log, it seemed like the whole village owed some money to the general store. Carl was far more interested in the bunch of nearby addresses he had just gotten his hands on, though.
I guess we're gonna keep that. else was in there? Matches. Do I have a flashlight? Oh, I do have a flashlight. Okay, let's look up here first. Oh. First aid kit. Oh, it's not turning on. Okay. Oh, because we don't have electricity. Duh. So what is this? Place is a mess. Yep, it is. No thanks, I ate too many of those in Korea. Didn't even travel half the province of Quebec to come here. Are those matches? Can't I take them? There we go. Fire starter. Or matches.
Amateur hunters showing some pride at having killed a nice pelted beast. With men like this roaming the area, wolves would become extinct within 10 years, Carl thought. A nice picture of the Magasin La Chance store, seemingly taken the day it was first opened. It feels frozen in time, from an era long forgotten. Jumping from that height was akin to tempting death. Perhaps that man on the snowmobile had seen enough of this world already.
Nothing to say about that one, huh? The general store also serves as a post office for the locals. The secretary wouldn't be luxury in here. The flyer. To open the cash register, punch the price 2 numbers minimum, press sale, turn the crank 2 times. Punch the machine if it doesn't work. Okay. So 2 numbers minimum. And then turn the crank twice. Oh, there we go. Oh, and we've got some keys. Post key. Okay. We probably need to see about getting some power in here, too. Oh, okay. What's this say?
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
Okay. So we want the store to get electricity. Yeah. Okay, we've got to fix a generator, I guess. This post office key. I guess we don't know which one we want it for yet. Is that the same flyer we already read? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. And another map. Oh!
Maintaining his composure, Carl recalled something from his military training. Wolves. Always stay away from populated areas. Wait, was it about bears?
So we need some pliers or something to fix the generator. Let's see what's in the garage. Some logs. Good to know. Nothing in there. The cleanest spot in the area. Oh, hardware. That's the pliers that we needed. We don't want to turn that on.
The crowbar was stuck under the lift. Notwithstanding Carl's imposing stature, car lifting wasn't part of his skill set yet.
Well, here it is, here.
Staring intently at the controls won't be enough to make that lift budge. The poor thing was out of power.
Okay, so we've got to go turn on the generator. Some power going in here. Let's see if there's anything in the trash cans. What's that? The draft letter. Let it be known you're nothing more than a
Hate
brigand,
was in the
a
air.
robber, a garbage
Seems like some
worker.
villagers barely tolerated each other.
Wow. Okay. Okay, generator is on. I think what we'll do is turn on the garage first. Oh, okay. Do I have to turn it back on? No. These wolves need to stay far away. Okay. Do we have a light switch? No. But we can do the car lift. And get a crowbar.
At long last, the crowbar was within Carl's grasp.
At
Surely it would
long
come in
last.
handy at some point.
Okay, let's go check out things in here. Turn off the garage, turn on in here. Now the record's playing. Turn on pump 2. Oh, we can swing the crowbar, we can use it like a weapon. Well, that's good to know. Maybe something over here. Place is a mess. Okay. We can get some gas.
straight away where to find the infuriated Gilles Lachance. Any good investigation would have to start there.
We have some things we want to look at around here. Let's run that way. The blue snow.
Carl was used to strange phenomena, but a chunk of ice like this, as if an iceberg came out of the ground, that was a first. Prints? Carl found a surprise at every turn. Was the camera faulty, or was it a possible lead?
They're wolf prints.
Carl was beginning to know the store and its surroundings like the back of his hand. The seeker had sought. That had to be the worst parking job ever. Who was Carl to judge, though? It may be customary to park like that around these parts. Or not.
Or not. Yes.
The Polaroid, Carl's long-standing and faithful ally, had seen its share of husbands caught red-handed cheating. There's always something out there waiting to be snapped away.
No wolf could have done that. No.
Carl wondered what the hell could that thing be? It looked like a man fossilized in ice. All of a sudden, Carl felt like he was pulled inside a world of dreams, a cold, unknown dimension. Somehow, self-control was slipping from his grasp.
Oh, being chased by a wolf.
To all appearances, this was a hunting log. Better yet, a war diary.
The beast enjoys long slumbers. Its sanctuary seems impregnable. Ice is everywhere. I need to exercise patience and wait for it to come out, to think like a hunter. The beast often invades the settlements bordering the lake. It terrorizes the white people. They never see it coming, but they feel its presence, a cold dread grabbing at your innards. The beast excites the wolves, makes them more aggressive. One attacked me. I had to cut its throat. The blade digging into its flesh made the sound of a taut wire. The beast is getting closer to the villagers. It moves at night, bringing heavy snow and strong gusts of wind along with it. I track it to no avail. I do not know the white man frozen in ice, but I do know this. It is the work of the beast. Its attacks curdle the blood of its victims. White men know nothing of this force of nature. I touched the ice imprisoning the white man. I saw things, but I do not understand them. It was as if past and present were one, as if I was a spider. With my 8 eyes, I could see backward and forward simultaneously. This beast, this creature, is not of this world. I must find the beast again, if necessary, eliminate it. Was I able to take that? Nope, just put it back. Okay. Follow the footprints back a little more. Ooh, there's the wolf.
What could these engraved numbers mean?
739.
A fresh path suddenly appeared before Carl.
We're following his steps backwards. There we go.
Carl had that feeling you get when you immerse your frozen hands in hot water. What happened? Now at least he knew who the unfortunate man petrified in ice was. Gilles Lachance, the general store's manager himself.
Gilles Lachance. Okay. Let's go back and get warm. No, it's cold. Anything in here?
A milkman had to drive by every week to fill the bottle. The fresh milk indicated a recent visit. Something fell to the bottom of the box.
Yeah.
The murder weapon. What was that doing there, Carl wondered. Hamilton must have been determined to keep some information secret to post this key. Shame he got unlucky. Everything made sense now. Poor Hamilton's denunciation was interrupted, and he figured it would be best to lock everything up and send the key to his correspondent, who would receive the box later on. Clever, but not enough. That's what happens to ordinary people playing spy.
It is as a citizen of Her Majesty and the free economic chambers of the world that I must address what follows to the proper authorities. The worst is happening at this very moment. I cannot write at length, but I am requesting immediate help from my country.
It was so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
I believe the free world is in grave danger. A member of my community, honorable... Okay, let's go back inside and warm up. Ooh, yeah, we got pretty cold. So, okay, we can't open any of those. Are we all warmed up? Nope, that's the camera. There's how we tell. Okay, our brain is not the best. Yeah, but I don't want that yet. It's getting better. Oh, that gets my brain better, but decreases my health. Okay. What else do I have? That's it? Okay. Equipment. I have a gun. And a flashlight. And a crowbar. That's equipment, so inventory is... Okay. Fire starter and matches are two different things. I gotcha. Well, let's move on. This is kind of an open world thing, so you can pretty much go wherever you want to. Here we go. And you can do things in whatever order might as well, since we're here, go here. Oh, that's the radio. Okay. My documents. How do I look at my documents again? Or maybe I want to go inside first.
A wintry atmosphere surrounded the house. The soundlessness of the area suggested it was empty.
Grab a log so we can start a fire. That's one of the first things we want to do is warm up.
When finding a boot, one wonders what became of the foot.
Yeah. Oh, the lights are all on and everything. Okay, there's our fire.
The key, which seemed to be meant for a padlock, bore an inscription reading Cloutier et Fils. A company name.
Oh,
Better keep an eye
interesting.
open. Businesses weren't exactly numerous around these parts.
Oh, we're gonna make a magnet thing there, but we don't have wire.
The spirograph amused Carl. It was a nice modern toy, aside from being repetitive by nature and completely useless. Still, it found its way into many Quebecois homes.
Well, it's art.
Money in a jar. What a shame. Carl would have loved cookies.
Yeah. We'll just ransack the house while we're here. Oh. There we go, yeah. Matches, cigarettes. Okay. We don't want the music. Nothing. Is that the only drawer we can open? Nothing. Oh,
A pay stub for some undoubtedly harsh lumberjack work.
okay.
Alexandre Blais felled trees and chopped woods for
Ah, that's how
Cloutier
you
et
say it.
Fils.
Alexandre Blais. I don't know French at all, so I end up murdering it. Okay, this is just a small little house, so we're not going to go upstairs just yet. What's this? Furniture's been moved several times. Let's move the furniture. Aha. A note from Martin Blais. My sweet Marie, please excuse my handwriting. I am in a hurry. I have to leave for North Maniston with Mom and Mrs. Roy, as they say it's far too dangerous around here these days. I don't know much about what's going on because Mom won't tell me anything in an attempt to reassure me. But all I know is she has the exact same expression on her face as when I startle her. Dad and Mr. Roy aren't coming because they have gone to get Mr. LeChance. They're real heroes. My grandmother lives in a very big house in North Monaston. You would be welcome there. I must go now, quite literally. Your friend, Martin. Okay. That was one of the things I wanted to... Oh, it's in inventory, isn't it? You go away. Inventory. Documents? Okay. Customer receipt. Yeah, so that had all the... But it doesn't give us... This is all their addresses, but it doesn't tell us... let's look at other documents. Draft letter. A necklace, Gil's wallet. Hamilton letter. Wasn't it LeBlanc, though, that I needed?
What could be inside that envelope? Carl was taken aback. He knew this address. It was said to be the address of the P.O. box for the Canadian Secret Service.
Okay, well, I guess we'll find his house eventually.
Little Martin Blais with a family member. There was some resemblance between them, and Carl took note of the sense of bonding and pride they projected. The picture had been taken inside the house. It was the same wallpaper.
Yeah.
Judging by the smiles, nobody suspected the impending misfortunes.
The bulb is burnt out. Okay. Oh, good. Pills. You know, pain pills always come in handy. How is it that I crouch? C. Oh, but we can't get that anyway. Yes, we can. Oh, what's this? Newspaper. An unsolvable accident. Over the last few days, a lack of resources forced the death investigation of Pierre Blas to come to a halt. The autopsy of the body conducted over the last few weeks didn't reveal any clue that could have helped the investigators, who refused to comment on what would happen next. This new development is happening in the context of the hypothesis of an accident, which is still in spite of skepticism expressed by the local population. The ongoing official cause of death provided by the authorities. The incident is said to have occurred in the forest surrounding Lake Atamipek. Pierre Blas was found lifeless 2 weeks ago near a footpath leading to the soon-to-be restarted copper mine. Blas, an engineer by training who was working on behalf of the consortium headed by William Hamilton, was reportedly in charge of the development plans surrounding the reopening of the mine. At first, police had disclosed that the body had been desecrated. Today, the official version is that it was partly devoured by beasts, hence the original assumption that a crime had been committed. I know it's dark. I know it's upset with me because I don't have my flashlight on. Now it says I can see. We did open that, right? Yep. Well, I guess we'll go on upstairs then and see what's on upstairs. Wow. It's like not even a separate room. It's just an extension of his parents' room. The drawing, Le Monster. Okay, so we have monsters. And bird.
A window left open in that weather? Perhaps something had to be watched.
Perhaps. Turn off the TV. Only the tormented mind smoking bad. Nothing in there. Luis's diary. I fear the worst for Alexandre. He hardly gets any sleep. I thought it was the work, but it seems to be far worse than that. From dusk till dawn, he stares into the void. He barely speaks to me. His son asked him to play the ball, and he didn't say a word, and that way he has to glance at the window. Last night I heard him mumble in his sleep. "He's coming," he murmured. I don't know why, but those words left a deep impression on me. He woke up shortly after, covered in sweat. He couldn't remember his dream, obviously. He didn't go back to sleep after that, chain-smoking the night away over the window. He told me to pack my things this morning. I wonder why. Does he himself know? We're waiting, but for what? I think I feel dread. No pages to change. So something is going on in this little village, and we are going to get to the bottom of it. Was that down here? A wolf? What are you doing in here? And he shuts the door behind him. Well, that was considerate. Oh, there's a piece of meat. And some beer. Can always come in handy. And we still don't have a wire. Okay. Well, hopefully the wolf has moved on. Let's see if this key will open this. Nope. Oh.
Carl's big fingers prevented him from reaching the key.
So we do need a piece of wire so we can get that key. Nothing else out here? Interesting little rock formation. I guess it just marks their property. They're right on the border, aren't they? Here's a trash can. That's what I was looking for. An empty bottle. Okay. Let's come back here and warm up a little bit. 1352. It doesn't mark it on my map, does it? Oh, it does. Oh yeah, see, all of a sudden. Okay, so if I wanted to go all the way up there, I have to just keep going to get to Hamilton's. Alright, so we'll leave out of here, turn left, and go all the way up to Hamilton's. Since that's where we needed to go in the first place anyway. Yeah, we don't have a wire yet, do we? Whoops, I keep wanting to hit that for my... Would that be under equipment or inventory? Nothing that looks like a wire. Hardware. Okay, then equipment, I guess, is that kind of stuff. Alright. Well, let's come out here and go all the way up to Hamilton's house. Since that's where we probably should have started all this anyway. What am I caught on? Snowbank? What's the bend? There we go. Oh, not like that. We can figure this out. Okay. You know what I'm going to do too is check his mailbox. Because I'm just like that. Nothing. Okay. Off to the Hamilton household, which of course is clear up the road because, you know. Yeah, let's run over the mailbox.
The track was fresh. That meant the car sunk down just a little while ago. Now where the hell could the passengers possibly have gone? Someone had been playing with a crossbow here. A very dangerous game. A bolt could hit someone's tire or their eye. It could even kill someone if the aim was right.
Nothing in there? And I can give him keys. Okay. Ranger manual. The manual seems to be Wilfred Roy.
Someone must have dropped this in a hurry, but whoever did was heading into the woods. Carl's tracking instincts were quickly kicking in.
Ooh, this is so. We're gonna follow a wolf's tracks? Probably not a good idea. Ice wall.
Carl knew why he was suddenly shivering. He was going back to the realm of visions.
Oh.
Carl had no issue recognizing the spirit-like figures, but he couldn't figure out what they wanted from him. The phantom, freed of reality's shackles, vanished in the forest. Earlier, Carl had witnessed a tragedy that befell it.
Well,
The further Carl moved away from the ice block, the more his senses came back to him.
interesting. Okay. Well, we'll have to go back to that, I do believe. What's this over here? Oh, it's just a rock formation. Yeah, we'll have to go back to all of that. Okay, on down to Hamilton's place. Oh, wait a second. Am I on the road? No? Thought I was on the road. I guess I'm not. Oh,
There was only void where the road should be. Carl hated dead ends. He felt trapped. It was as if
Okay.
the road had drowned in the lake.
So we're
He
not
would have to
gonna
find
get up
help
there
by another
anyway.
road.
Okay. We're gonna put all this wood in the trunk. Deposit. The wood. Alright. Those aren't trash cans. No. Okay, we'll have to get turned around then. Oh, we need a hammer and we can build a bridge. Well, that's good to know. We'll be on the lookout for a hammer then. I only have so much stamina. Okay, over and across the bridge. Western Atamipek. What is this? Oh, first aid down there. What, a hospital? Or the doctors? Go check it out.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
Huh. Hopefully not much longer. Oh, the key right there. Piece of wood.
There should be a law forbidding doctors from falling sick.
Ah-ha-ha.
In spite of Dr. Beaupre's goodwill, the place didn't look much like a physician's office. It could easily be mistaken for a sewing shop.
Is there something under here? Oh. Wonder if the key used to be under there. There's a fire starter. We have to start a fire. Get warmed up. It's dark in here. Isabel, oh, you mean her ashes? Nice. Oh, we can't attach a wire. We don't have a wire. Matches?
For the one-eyed, or for other vision problems, the eye patch was the way to go.
Anything in there? Oh, we can fill up a bottle. Okay, now we have a bottle of water.
Carl got the trembles as he imagined the excruciating pain that kind of scalpel could no doubt inflict. Within these miserable walls, patients probably felt more like in a slaughterhouse than in a doctor's office.
My nightmare. The doctor's apparently fascinated by history. Earth doesn't look this big from here. Store in a cool, dry place with a constant temperature, they said. Oh, a first aid kit.
A chamber pot. Fortunately for Carl, inspecting it wouldn't further this particular investigation.
Fortunately. His journal, Communist Manifesto.
A communist manifesto. Only a few years ago, this type of allegiance meant prison time. And even at present, the Western world was very wary of the Soviet threat. Why would the doctor own such a book?
I don't know. Interesting. Some pills.
Doctors used light-reflecting frontal mirrors to look inside the patient's cavities. That was a bit unsettling. But back then, it was pretty much always the case with medicine.
Medical files. Cool. I never did quite catch her name. The men call her Lori. She had a neck wound. There was so much blood. The bullet had done a lot of damage, probably hitting the cerebellum. It was hopeless. She had a cardiac arrest. The men had found her like this, they said. I doubt it. But in a small town like this, it's usually best to turn a blind eye. I've been told to step back from sending out the death certificate. This whole thing sickens me. Rosaire Armand. No medical explanation whatsoever can explain why old Rosaire is still alive. As we in the trade say, the only way to cure him is to kill him. Sylvie Bedard. All of her symptoms point to the same root cause. She's pregnant. She refuses it. She denies it. I'm willing to bet her husband is not the father. Let's just hope it's not Everett Lockhart, though. Or she would have an illegitimate child and a syphilis on her hands. Ooh. William Joseph
There was
Hamilton.
no doubt that the doctor and Hamilton knew each other very well.
Haughty, can't be cured. Chronic foot pain, can't walk long distances. Rich, I'll cure him of that someday. Okay.
The good doctor, flanked by his beautiful spouse. Pure happiness, captured on cardstock. Carl recognized this woman's soulful eyes. Was it Dr. Beaupre who had hit him head-on at the village border? Nobody kills a rich patient to start a revolution. It didn't make any sense. He had to dig deeper still to understand. Luckily, that was Carl Faubert's specialty.
Yep. Being a private investigator and all.
The injured could be recognized by the large stains of red, an informal nickname given to Merbromen, smudged all over their injuries.
Is there something? Oh, I think it's just part of the snow sticking out. Okay, there was blood on this.
Someone had lost a few liters of blood here. Carl's first thought had been a lumber accident, someone's hand cut by a saw, or a hunting accident. In any case, whoever had lost all this blood couldn't have gone far. Perhaps they were already dead.
So let's look at our journal. Okay. Case of vandalism, meet at general store, the crash, a cold mystery. The weather is crazy here. An error margin of 30 degrees. Hamilton's murder. Wait a second, go back to that. Further north, the young woman and the hunt. Case of vandalism. Accident. Haven't been this shaken up since Korea. Who was the driver in the other car? Car crash 2. Dr. Beaupre and his late wife. Saw some very weird eyes earlier that seemed to be lit. I guess we missed some pictures. Cold Mystery 4. I think some of this is from when I played before. It just saved it. So, okay, hopefully we can flesh it out more than what I did before. think we've seen everything in here and we've warmed up enough. Oh, wait a minute. What about this door? When locking a door isn't enough. Huh. I guess we'll go around and find out. Please use the other door. Okay. Anything back here of use? Tape. An outhouse. Ooh, with a lantern inside. That's handy. Don't see much else around here. Okay, I just want to be inside while I look at this lantern. Not you. Is that an equipment? Oh, look at that. Nice. Okay. Or the flashlight. Take you in my truck.
Carl felt like he knew the doctor now. His belongings had spoken lengths about him. But what Carl had heard worried him.
The log. Okay. Okay, let's look at our map before we go anywhere. Okay, we're right here. So we're gonna come out here, go left, and the next house is to the right. Okay. Let's see, what is the best way to back up around here? Slowly get turned around. There we go. Okay. So the next house we're going to stop at is on the right. That's not it. That's just a rock. This must be it. Okay, what we got here? There's house. Okay, Mr. Rosaire. I'm curious about this building. Well, of course it's locked. Fire started. Oh, look, it's got a nice little deck thing here. Too bad the weather isn't nicer. around here. Anything? Yeah, we'll go through his trash before we meet him. You can hear the music in there. Ah!
Oh, mon bonhomme!
Do you mind? I guess that's burning enough.
Je m'attendais pas à ce qu'un étrange retentisse par ici. Moi te dire, je prends plus de chance depuis que ça rôde dans ce bout-là. J'ai ma carabine au bout du doigt, et puis bang, 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 si ça s'approche.
Okay.
Si tu veux du linge chaud, parce que t'es habillé comme un gars de la ville, je dirais pas non à une bonne bouteille de caribou. Puis tu pigeras ce que tu voudras parmi mes guenilles.
I also have to go get him some caribou, okay? Let's just go through all of his stuff with him staring at me.
C'est encore beau. Tout ce qui est vieilli est bien meilleur.
What am I doing with that? Oh, I guess I'm picking
C'est vrai, le jeune,
a
que
nice
tu te
coat.
promènes quasiment en bobette. Une bonne police, ça te ferait pas de tort. Mais je vais te dire une chose, dans ton coin de pays comme par ici, on n'a rien sans rien. Et où, mon caribou?
Well, you have to give me a moment. Tales
Vois-tu
and
le livre, là?
legends.
C'est le Wendigo. Ouais, le Wendigo. Un guerrier qui devient un
Wendigo.
loup pour se venger de sa grosse peine. Et
So this is the whole story of the Wendigo that you could read at your leisure. Interesting. Saving.
gomme-moi la belle rose de la tulipe, qui se donne au yard sur le mercredi décembre. C'est-tu pas effrayant, cette histoire-là?
Oh, okay.
Hé, la Corriveau, Batèche, ça te passe l'envie de te marier, la Corriveau. Elle tuait tous ses maris, squick, les uns après les autres. Pas de pitié dans le mariage.
Wow.
Hé, la Corriveau, Batèche, ça te passe l'envie de te marier, la Corriveau. Elle tuait tous ses maris, squick, les uns après les autres. Pas de pitié dans le mariage.
I love how I just go through all of his stuff when he's right here.
Touche pas à ça, l'enfant, tu pourrais te faire mal.
Haha. Oh, is this? Oh. What, he wears
Ben
diapers?
oui, une couche. Tu peux-tu tout faire en même temps, toi?
And it's an indoor-outdoor. Okay. Okay.
Dans mon temps, c'était comme sur l'image. On était vrais, fiers, forts, puis on avait le bon lieu de notre bord.
Okay, well, we've got to go find him some caribou. I didn't see a key to his. We opened everything, right? Did we open those? Yeah, we did.
D'apparence que mon caribou
I'll
tarde.
leave that on for him. Okay. Well, where's my map? Okay, Old Rosaire. So let's come out here.
Tu marches, tu
Turn
marches,
right,
tu
and
sens
then
des
the next
pieds.
one on the left. Let's try that. See if we can't get him his caribou. Get us a caribou.
There, Carl had fed his mind, but had forgotten the harsh reality that his body also needed nourishment, especially in the dead of winter.
So what does he need to eat? Hang on. No, I didn't want to get out. It's cold out here. Oh, I can't do any of that? Okay. Okay. Well, I guess we'll stop at the next place, which is supposed to be where? On our left. Okay. Should be almost there, it seems. This is it. This is it. House of the Patriot. Okay. Well, Mr. Patriot, let's see what you're up to these days. Look out, Drew.
That truck had obviously seen its share of gravel roads. Carl wasn't a mechanic, but he could easily tell that only the most heartfelt prayer would bring this old beater back from its slumber.
He's
With
got
that cold, however, it was more likely that it would wait until next spring to wake up.
Oh, look at this. We can practice our...
With a homemade shooting range such as this, it wasn't hard to imagine a stray bullet ending its course inside the flesh of an unsuspecting passerby.
Yeah.
Granted, Carl thought, there wasn't much in the way of passersby around here.
Yeah. Is this the outhouse? It is. We got some cigarettes.
The place looked more like a pigsty than a house. A heavy stench of curdled milk, cheap alcohol, and boiled cauliflower filled the air.
What do I need? A log? There we go. So is this where our caribou's gonna be?
Rock music invaded the minds of men even in the remotest of places. The man didn't own a turntable, though, so there's that going for him.
Why wash dishes when clean ones are within reach? Ha. Nothing in it. Boy, I feel really tall.
At Jean Blouin, seems like that pig had a name after all.
And we don't want to turn on the music. We're just looking for anything useful. Interesting how it everything is physical. So if you're too close to it, it won't open up. A gun rack, but no gun.
You had to be out of your mind to cook up white whiskey at home. The
Oh,
all-surrounding
apparently he's
stench of alcohol alone was probably enough to gas a man to death.
Prepare caribou, but we have a unknown ingredient.
Carl now knew how to quench the drunkard's thirst.
White whiskey too much isn't a valid quantifier for that. Sherry wine for added mellowness. So white whiskey and sherry wine? Bars are overrated. So we need to find white whiskey and sherry wine. Okay. And apparently we're not going to find that here. So maybe at the next stop? Okay. Unless there's somewhere else we can look around here. Matches. Beer bottle. Who can I take?
An
The
axe.
axe?
Not too shabby. Carl felt he needed to protect himself.
There we go. We got an axe. Better than a crowbar or whatever that is that I was using before. Okay. Yeah, that one we just didn't take a picture of. Alright, let's go around here. And go to the next spot.
If Carl had at any point wished to get his hands on some caribou, he couldn't have wished for better than a distillery like this one.
Yeah, but I need like white wine or something, don't I? Okay, so our next stop is straight ahead. Whoops, not that. Map. Unless I missed something in that cabin, which I could have. What is that? My inventory's full. Back here and drop off. What else can we drop off? Oh, we have a revolver right now. Let's drop off the cigarettes. Whoops. I might want that back. A beer bottle, water bottle. Pop all the pictures for right now. Okay. Wait a second. What is the? Oh, that's just an empty bottle. Okay. What else is up here? Tools. And another log. Might as well. Getting quite a collection of logs. I might have to just lay off the logs for a little bit. Okay, let's go check this down here. And if this isn't it, then there must be somewhere else I get the white wine to make the caribou. Again, that distillery. Because I think that was a little hint. Okay, end of the road.
Sometimes, and especially around here, people are so possessive with their land as a dog is with hydrants.
Dear Mr. Lamoth, here is the spark plug you ordered for your Olympic ski-doo. This model being very popular has made it difficult to find a brand new part as quickly as usual. Thank you for choosing the garage Potvin and Phil's in Shima, whatever, okay. And that is a spark plug. Oh. Break the lock. The Moth's garage.
What good was a motorless car? The mechanic sure had an odd way to go about repairing things.
It's making noises. I mean, it sounds ominous. Let's go in here and make a fire somewhere. Over here. All right. Dear Mr. Lamoth, following
Roswell,
up on your complaints.
Atamipek, same story. Large deserts conducive to extravagant follies.
There you go. Following up on your complaint, I'm afraid that the police cannot support your claim alleging the sudden appearance of a man who came from outer space on your village's territory. Manifestly, what happened at Roswell in New Mexico left a deep impression on you, and we would urge you to consult with a physician as soon as possible regarding future potential complaints. Let it be known that the Judicial District of Abitibi does not believe in little green men. Regards, Pierre Baljean. Interesting. Apparently this guy does. Polaroid film. When one isn't enough, why not buy 8?
The man has a passion for intergalactic things. Back then, people were obviously scared of the Russian atomic bomb, but an invasion by extraterrestrials was a legit fear as well. Seems like the mechanic had made his choice. Weird stuff. Kind of a crossing between a colander and a hairdryer. What was it for? To play telepath? To protect against nuclear waves?
This suspension has way too many parts. Okay.
These scribblings were undoubtedly the mark of a tormented mind.
Well, there's a hammer. I can
Something
repair
wasn't
that
right in the
bridge.
poor mechanic's head.
I'll have to remember where it was. I think I need to go back to that distillery. Because I want to get that coat before I wander around too much. Come on. Okay, we need
By
parts
following the
for
plan,
this.
Carl was led to believe that the snowmobile's parts had to be scattered about in the vicinity.
Yeah, we don't want to do all this till we get our coat. So I'm going to go back and work on that. Oh, there's a headlight right there. Well, let's put the headlight on it because we don't need to be carrying that around with us. light and handlebars. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna sit
Carl
there.
hadn't lived up to his good finder reputation. He still hadn't found any of the wealth contained in Lamotte's lands.
Tape. I'm finding a few things. But yeah, I think before I go too much farther, I need to... Oh, there's the ski.
What good was a motorless car? The mechanic sure had an odd way to go about repairing things.
Get in there.
Sheets of metal everywhere. Was Carl out of touch with current home improvement trends?
Well, we're
Or
not
perhaps
gonna
this was
do
meant
all
to
this
protect
until
against
we get,
residual radiation? Gamma rays?
till we get our big coat. So we're gonna go back to the distillery and see if we can't get our big coat. Let's see. Put the hatchet there. None of this stuff. Oh, is that the only kind of stuff I can deposit? Okay, the other stuff I guess I'm just holding on to. I keep thinking if I turn my mouse that way, but it doesn't work that way. It's all keyboard. Okay, slow down just a smidge. Whoa! Almost missed the turn. Okay. Let's go and figure out how to make care of it.
You had to be out of your mind to cook up white whiskey at home. The all-surrounding stench of alcohol alone was probably enough to gas a man to death.
Okay, so what is this now? I need... Drawers are overrated. Let's look at the recipe documents. Caribou recipe. White whiskey and cherry wine. So I wonder if that was back at the Patriot house. don't see any in here. So we're gonna go back there. On the other side of the road. Past it, yeah. I seem to be the only one out on the road. Whoops, did I run into something? Come on. Okay, do you have some white whiskey and sherry wine to help me out here?
Tu m'amènes un bon galon de caribou, puis on devient amis. Sinon, mon petit gars, tu sors avant que je te sorte.
No? Well, I can't make your caribou until I get that stuff.
Croire que t'as pas mieux à faire. C'est encore beau. Tout ce qui est vieilli est bien meilleur.
Okay, so we're gonna have to go get... I don't know if it's back at the store. I don't know where, but you know what? We are going to hunt.
Tu
We're
marches,
gonna
tu
stay here
marches,
nice
tu
and
marches. Tu sens des pieds.
with this guy. And we'll just come back in the next video. I hope you're enjoying this so far. It is like an open world thing, so you pretty much go wherever you feel like going, trying to solve your mystery and figure out what's going on. If you're liking
Oyez,
this, let
oyez,
me know.
oyez. Il y a un petit gars d'écarté dans ma maison.
Yeah. Let me know, and if you have any comments, leave them in the comment section below. Consider subscribing so you'll know when we come back on our next adventure, and I will see you in the next installment. Bye bye for now.